Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how to adjust the chain in your Honda 450R. This one happens to be a 2013, but it should be pretty much the same through, it should be the same through all of them. If you swing this type of a setup, then this should work for you. There's 4 bolts in the back that you need to loosen, and then there's a coupler right here. I actually adjusted this one the other day, but I adjusted it too tight, so I've got to add a little bit of slack into the chain so that it can move a little bit more. You don't want the chain to be this tight. You want it to be able to have a little bit of a play in it. Not a lot, but a little bit. You don't want it slipping around the sprocket. So what I'll do is I'll show you how to do that. Alright, so I've got a, it's a 6mm Torx bit, and this is the kind that it takes. It's kind of like a, I don't know, it's like 6-sided. Per the owner's manual, you can use one of these, or you can use like an Allen wrench to get at the 4 bolts on the bottom, and you use an Allen wrench to adjust the collar that turns on the chain, but I'm going to use a long screwdriver. It's a little bit easier to get at it. So let me loosen these bolts up, and I'll show you how that collar turns. And if you use a socket set up like this, it makes it a lot easier and quicker. If you use just an Allen wrench, you're going to end up killing your hands. I adjusted the chain the other day and I took a 50-mile ride through the mountains and should have had a little bit looser. Right, so now these bolts are all loose. You just need to loosen them. You don't need to take them out. And then you can adjust this collar. I believe if you go up, it loosens the chain a tad. See, that's all I had to move it, and it put a lot of play in that chain. So that's too much. We're going to go down a little bit. It's like a tad. If you go down with the collar, it puts tension on the chain. And you can adjust this collar with a long Allen wrench. That's how the owner's manual tells you to do it. I don't have a long one, so I'm just using an old Phillips screwdriver. That should be pretty good right there. And you want to make sure it's not going to slip around the sprocket. There's a little bit of play in it, way more than there was before. You don't want it to be too tight, because when you're hanging wheelies and stuff, you're going to go to the side. There'll be too much torque, so you want to have a little bit of give. Right, so that should be all set up. So now all you need to do is go back to your bolts, tighten them back up. I like to start with the 2N1s and kind of work my way in. And just want to make sure that they're good and snugged up. You don't need to put all kinds of crazy pressure on them. Just make sure they're good and tight. Go back to the other ones. Retighten those. And work your way in one more time. And pretty much that's all there is to it. I got a little bit of play there. The chain isn't coming off the sprocket down here, so it's tight, but it shouldn't be too tight, and we should be good to go. Hope you liked the video, and if you have any questions or comments, if you have another trick to this, definitely comment, and we'll check it out and post it on the video. Thanks for watching.